Okay guys, so first things first, you're going to start off with an eyeshadow primer, and my eyeshadow primer of choice is the Wet n Wild Fergie, and this was applied all over my eyelid area as well as up into my brow hair, preventing any creasing or fading of any products that we apply to these areas. To start off, I'm going to go in with my Sephora Micro Smooth powder, and this is a foundation, but I'm going to actually use it as a transition color in my crease. So I'm going to take this on my e.l.f. Flawless, what is this? The Flawless Concealer Brush, and this is going to be blended into my crease. You don't have to worry about like focusing the color anywhere. It's just simply going to go into the crease. For my eyebrow highlight, I'm going to go in the Maybelline Nudes collection palette, and on the top row we're going to use this matte shade, and this is going to just be simply applied to the brow bone at the highest point, and I'm going to use my Sigma large shader brush. This is going to get patted onto the highest point of my eyebrow. Moving right along, the next step is to apply your mobile eyelid color, and today we're actually going to use one of the Maybelline color tattoos, and this one is in Rich Mahogany number 400, and I'm going to use a synthetic brush to apply this. The brush of choice is actually from EcoTools, and I'm going to go ahead and build this up on my brush and simply apply it to my mobile eyelid area. Make sure that when you apply this, you get really close to your lash line, because with darker colors, once you go to apply your eyeliner and lashes and everything, you will be able to see those gaps. So you definitely want to make sure that you fill it in, and focus most of the color here, and then whatever is left over, you can tend to blend out on the rest of your eye, because this is just going to be a base. And then take a little bit of it and apply it right to the outer V of your lower lash line. Now take your finger and blend out those edges before this dries up on your eye. Now if you wanted to, you could actually stop right here as some eyeliner and lashes and be done with the look, because the color tattoos are actual eyeshadows, so it doesn't have to be used in conjunction with any powders. But I am going to use an eyeshadow, and my eyeshadow of choice comes from the Maybelline Nudes collection palette as well, and I got this from Target, just in case you're wondering. I did purchase it from Target, and on the upper right hand corner on the top row, we're going to take this really dark brown color, and I'm going to apply this with a flat shader brush. I'm going to use my Sedona Lace 941 brush, and going to pat this. Make sure you tap the excess color off all over the mobile lid where that color tattoo was applied, and you also want to make sure that you apply it to the outer V of your lower lash line as well. Now take a clean fluffy blending brush and blend out the edges of that eyeshadow. Okay you guys, so to continue to build this up, because as you can see, this eye does have a little bit of intensity, and we're doing it all with the same color, I'm actually going to take that same e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush with my Sephora Micro Smooth foundation, and what I'm going to do is put some more of that on my crease. And even though it's a foundation and it does match my skin tone, by building it up, you make it darker. And I just like using this because I feel like it does give it a natural transition from the darker color on my lid up to the brow bone highlights. Alright, so now that I've gotten that all blended, I'm going to take some more of that same dark brown color on my fluffy blending brush, and I'm actually going to just focus it right here on the outer V, because even though we're using the same shade, you want the eye look to still have some depth. You still want to be able to see a clear definition of your crease. So what you can do is just use your fluffy blending brush. And using blending brushes to apply your color is the best thing, because it's going to do two things. It's going to apply the color, but then it's also going to blend the color at the same time. So it kind of takes those extra steps, as well as the whole purpose of using a whole nother brush. It kind of does that all at one time. Alright guys, so don't forget to take that same dark color that we've been using all over the lid on your pencil brush. Just take it and apply it to your lower lash line, okay? And you don't have to worry about blending it all the way over either, because we're going to get ready to go in with another color. Now, using that Maybelline eyeshadow quad, the Nudes collection, we're going to take a flat shader brush, and we're going to use this really pretty gold color, and this is going to be applied to the eyelid. And what this is going to do is just simply add some highlights to the eye, bringing a little bit of light and definition to the eye as well. So get that on your brush, pat it literally on the center of your eyelid. And if you have a problem with understanding why I'm doing it, move your face side to side, and what's going to happen is you'll notice where light naturally hits. So that's all we're doing with this makeup look, is we're creating what our eye technically naturally sees, but we're just doing it with product. So we're going to place it right here. We're going to place it here, because if you do notice that light does hit here, and then I'm going to put some right here. Now, to intensify it, what you do is just simply wet your brush. I'm going to use some Fix Plus, but you can use some water. And you're going to just pat your brush on top of those same very places that you apply this. And then off camera, I'll just keep building this up and intensifying it more to get it as, you know, as vibrant as I want. But the next thing that we're going to do is just take our fluffy blending brush, and we're going to blend out the edges of this highlight. So you just want to blend around where you place that highlight. Alright, so now you want to line your waterline and your lower lash line right here. And what I'm going to use is my Rimmel Scandal Eyes Waterproof Kohl Pencil. And this one is a brown. It does have some shimmers in it, so I really like that for this look. And I'm going to apply this into my waterline. And then I'm also going to let it run right here where that darker eyeshadow was applied. And if you want, you can take your pencil brush and smudge that out a little bit. And then I'm actually going to take my same pencil brush and take that brown eyeshadow that we've been using, and I'm going to set that in my waterline. So I'm going to just take the pencil brush and set it on top of that eyeshadow in my waterline. Okay guys, so I've actually gone ahead and started some of the rest of the look. I applied some eyeliner to my top lash line, and that was using my Jessie's Girl waterproof liquid eyeliner. You guys see that in just about every tutorial. I absolutely love it. And then I applied one coat of mascara, and it's a waterproof mascara, the Rimmel The Max Volume Flash Waterproof Mascara. It's not something I'm really crazy over, but it does pretty much serve the purpose of just having something on my lashes so that I can apply some lash strips. Now, the eyelashes that I'm going to apply are the Red Cherry number 42 lashes. These are human hair, and I paid $1.99 at my local beauty supply store for them. That's a lie. I ordered those offline sometime, but normally I get my eyelashes, the Cherry Blossom brand is the kind that my beauty supply sell, but same number, price, and everything. Only difference is one is Cherry Blossom, the other is Red Cherry. So those are the eyelashes that I am going to apply. I have them on this eye right here, so I'm going to apply those off camera. And then also I tight lined under here my top lash line with the Rimmel pencil, and that's because once I apply my eyelashes again, I don't want to see any sparse places, so I'm coloring all of that in, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so once you're done doing all of that, this is pretty much where your eyes should be looking like at this point. And now it's time to start on the face. I cheated. I did start a little bit because at first I wasn't planning on filming this because I'm a little short on time. But I'm using the, where's my primer? The Professional, and it's by Benefit. I think in one of my other videos I said the bomb. I always confuse them, but the Professional that was applied in my T-zone area. That's pretty much where I always apply my primers. And then for my under eye primer, I use the Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Primer. And I actually really like that, and I just simply apply that right here under the eye. Now for the foundation, I'm using one of my all-time favorite drugstores, and this is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup, and the shade that I use is Classic Tan N7. This does have a little bit of sunscreen in it, but oh my goodness, I absolutely love this. So the only gripe I have about this foundation is that it does not have a pump. I love foundations with pumps. They're just so convenient, but that's okay. What I'm doing is applying this with my, this is just a makeup sponge that I picked up from Sally's. It was like 2 in a pack, and I just absolutely love them. So this is going to be applied on the face all over with a damp sponge. Now normally what I would do is just take the foundation with my finger and apply it to my face and then blend it out with the sponge, and that's just simply so that the sponge doesn't soak up so much of the product. Okay, for the under eye concealer, I'm actually going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and the shade that I'm going to use is number 25 medium. And I'm using this shade simply just for highlighting purposes. Now, where I applied this was under the eye. As you can see, I'm going to apply it on the corner of my mouth, the sides of my nose, and then I actually applied it here on my chin, down the bridge of my nose, and it was all blended out with the sponge, as you'll see me do. But again, this side of my face is already done, and I pretty much do that for saving time, because this is a super simple look, but when you're filming, it takes me about an hour plus to film what could be a 15-20 minute look without the extra explanation. To set all of that under eye concealer, I'm going to use my MAC Prep and Prime Translucent Powder. I absolutely love this stuff. It's really finely milled, and I don't have to worry about any flashback or anything when I take pictures with it. And I'm using my RC Cosmetics. This is like a pointed foundation brush. It doesn't have a number or anything. So we're going to set around the mouth, the chin area, everywhere that we simply apply that that lighter foundation. If you wanted to, you can go ahead and set your whole face with this if you would like. For my contour, I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and this one is called Give Me Sun. And I'm going to use this in the areas where I would like my face to have more of a sun-kissed look. And again, the purpose of this is to give definition to the face. For my blush color, I'm going to use a Jordana blush, and this one is number 15 Terracotta, and I absolutely love this. I'm going to use my MAC 187 brush. My numbers are rubbing off. My MAC 180 brush was just a stippling brush, as you can see, and I'm going to stipple this color on my cheeks. And I love using this because it makes it easier to just blend that color on and give your cheeks a nice pretty airbrushed effect without using an airbrush gun. And now to set, to highlight my face, I'm using my Betty Lou Manimizer, and this is by The Balm Cosmetics. And this stuff is the bomb, let me tell you. Oh my goodness. So we're going to wipe off our 168 brush, And we are going to apply this to the highest points of our face. So it's going to be right here on our cheekbone. This was applied on the bridge of my nose, the very tip of my nose, on my cupid's bow, and ooh, this stuff is just so pretty. Okay, dolls, this is the finished look. On my lips, I use Stormy Sahara, and this is a Maybelline lipstick from their collection. I think that was the Buffs. And then in the middle of my lips, I just applied my MAC Luster Glass, and this one is in Instant Gold. So that's all that I have on my lips. I hope you dolls enjoyed the tutorial, and as always, and until next time, have a gorgeous day, dolls. Smooches. Mwah. Bye. Is going to be applied all over the eyelid as well as up into the brow hair area, allowing any products that we apply on these areas to be to start off, you want to use a eyeshadow primer. My eyeshadow primer of choice is the Wet n Wild Fergie eyeshadow primer. This was applied all over my eyelid as well as up into my brow hair area, allowing everything to why do I keep messing this up? Allowing, not allowing. What are we doing? We're trying to prevent creasing and fading.